There are dozens of One Piece games on mobile. I played every single one. Some look amazing, but the gameplay is disappointing. Others look simple, but end up being incredibly fun. And the number one game on this list, it's not what you expect. Let's rank them all. We're starting with Stick Pirate Fight. This game is decent, not amazing, but not bad either. It's a 2D fighting game where you pick a character and jump straight into battles against enemies. What makes it enjoyable is the simplicity. The controls are easy, the fights are fast, and you can jump in for quick matches anytime. But let's be honest here, the graphics are pretty basic, and compared to the other games on this list, they feel a bit outdated. The combat is also simple and doesn't have a lot of depth. So overall, it's a casual fighting game that can be fun for a while, but it won't keep you hooked forever.
KO.
Next up, we have One Piece Dream Pointer, and this one is interesting because visually, the game looks fantastic, the character designs are great, the animations are clean, and the story mode actually feels really enjoyable for One Piece fans. But there's one reason it ended up in this spot. This game is strategy-based, which means during battles, you don't directly control the characters. Instead, you manage the team and watch the combat unfold. For some players, that's great, but for people who prefer real action combat, it might feel a bit passive, and honestly, if Stick Pirate Fight wasn't on this list, this game probably would have been the last place. Not because it's bad, but because the gameplay style simply isn't for everyone. At number 4, we have One Piece King Battle. This game goes back to classic 2D fighting, but it does it much better. The battles feel smoother, the characters are fun to use, and the game includes a story mode that lets you experience parts of the One Piece world. For anime fans, that alone makes it enjoyable. Overall, it's a solid One Piece fighting game. But the reason it lands here is simple, because the games coming next are on a completely different level. Next up, we have One Piece Ambition. And this game is honestly one of the best One Piece games released in the last couple of years. The first thing you'll notice is the visual quality. The characters look fantastic, the animations are smooth, and the combat feels incredibly satisfying. The game features 2D battles, but the effects and abilities make every fight feel intense and cinematic. On top of that, the game also includes Dares, a strong story mode, beautiful character designs, anime-style cutscenes that feel straight out of the show. Overall, the experience feels very polished and very fun. But here's the thing. The next 3 games on this list are on another level entirely. Before we enter the top 3, I need to say something. The next games are honestly all legendary in their own way. Ranking them wasn't easy at all, so I want to know your opinion too. While watching, think about this. Which One Piece game is the best for you? Alright, let's continue. Coming in at number 3 is One Piece Bounty Rush, and this is easily one of the most popular One Piece games on mobile. The gameplay is very different from the others. Instead of simple duels, the game features 4 versus 4 team battles. Your goal isn't just fighting, you have to capture areas across the map while battling the enemy team. This creates fast, chaotic matches that are actually really fun. The game also includes a large roster of characters, unique abilities for every fighter, smooth, fast-paced combat. But the real key here is teamwork. Winning matches require strategy and coordination, and that's exactly why this game has remained so popular for years. Now we move to something truly exciting. One Piece Code Name Partner. This game feels like a next-generation anime mobile game. The graphics look incredible, the combat is fast and stylish, and the world feels much bigger compared to many other mobile anime games. But what makes it really interesting is how much it reminds players of One Piece Fighting Path. The movement, the combat style, the energy, it all feels very similar. And that's actually a good thing, because that formula creates intense anime-style battles that feel straight out of the show. If you love action-packed gameplay, this one is definitely worth trying. And finally, number 1, One Piece Fighting Path. This game didn't reach the top of the list by accident. It's honestly one of the best anime mobile games ever made. Everything about it feels polished. The graphics are high quality. The combat is smooth and satisfying, and the controls feel incredibly responsive. But the real highlight of the game is something else: the story mode. This game has one of the longest and most detailed story modes in any One Piece mobile game. You literally relive the anime events step by step, from early adventures all the way to major arcs. And the best part? The developers keep releasing regular updates, adding new characters and new content, which means the game keeps growing, and that's exactly why it still stands as one of the best One Piece experiences on mobile. So now it's your turn. What's the best One Piece game in your opinion? Is it One Piece Fighting Path, One Piece Bounty Rush, or maybe another game I didn't include? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more videos about the best anime games on mobile, make sure to like the video and subscribe. So, is your brother Uzumaki. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.